What do you have to say to the American investor in this country?
Well, I think you're going to see some very good days ahead. A lot of incentives are going to be given. You saw yesterday a $1 billion investment that we give you very fast approvals. Nobody's come up with that one yet, although it seems pretty simple. I think you're going to have some great days ahead. We have to conclude a couple of bad wars that are going on. A lot of bad things are going on, but we'll get them done.
Do you think that we are in a situation where business will be far more embraced under you than currently?
Well, I don't want to really knock current, but I will tell you more than at any time, anywhere in the history of our country.
Now, we used to speak together about the idea that the averages mattered and were a good barometer of your performance. Is that still the case? Can we go beyond Dow Jones, maybe to NASDAQ?
Well, I think I've always said, to me, stock market is all of it together. It's very important. It's an honor to be here at New York Stock Exchange. I sort of joked that I actually bought the building across the street because the stock exchange was here. It's a big deal.
40, it's a nice building.
41.
I think he's totally right about that. I think the general sentiment is really good. People think that Trump will be able to solve the problem from all over the world, and for the average American investor, it's going to be very, very good years coming ahead.
Wall Street. So, look, we're going to do things I think that haven't been really done before. We're going to be cutting taxes still further. As you know, we got it down to 21%. We're going to bring it down even below that. You pay 21 if you don't build here, and meaning your product or whatever it is you're building. And if you do, we're going to try getting it down to 15%. But you have to build your product, make your product in the USA.
And how about every working person who's watching would love to be able to see dividend tax maybe much lower, capital gains much lower?
Well, we're going to be talking about that, and we're really talking about lowering taxes. Last time, as you know, we took it probably from close to 44, 45% down to 21. Everyone said that was impossible. Now, it was always I really wanted to get it down to 15, and we'll be able to do that. And if you remember, we had the best 3 years in the history of our country from the standpoint of the economy. And you've been so professional and so good. I haven't seen you so much.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any tax reduction regarding capital gains. I don't think it's going to be very helpful. Anyway, Trump wants to go and grow the economy. He wants to bring manufacturing back to the United States. He wants to create jobs. He wants to reduce inflation. And reducing tax on capital gains is not the right way to do this. He's probably gonna avoid doing that over the next couple of years, especially since the budget is kind of tight and the GDP is not still growing, and the United States still have a huge debt, so it's probably not the right way to go about it.
Since I've been a politician.
Well, thank you, sir. We were together, and I was grateful to be a judge on The Apprentice. We had a great time.
That's right. You were a judge. He was a tough judge. He was a tough judge.
Well, we had to eliminate some people who didn't cut the mustard. You made me a hatchet, man. I respect that.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be doing the same thing. I can tell you. Unfortunately, there's too many of them. But I think we're going to really incentivize the country to go back and work, and they will be incentivized. They're going to do well. People are going to be very happy. JD is very much involved, and I have a great partner right over here with our First Lady. People love our First Lady, and we're going to do something very special. We have some great people up there. You saw some of the people on the cabinet. And we have some of the most successful people in the country, and we're dealing with the most successful people, and those are the people that put others to work. And we're going to be hitting job numbers. And as you probably heard me say, we picked up, since just the election, 3.
Yeah, people are in general are very hopeful about what Donald Trump is going to do. They elected him in the White House once again because they believe he can change the trajectory of the country. He's going to reduce inflation, create jobs, get the economy back on track, limit illegal immigration, and wars all over the world. Hopefully, he delivers on all of his promises.
$3 trillion in, you call it worth or value, but $3 trillion was picked up since November 5th, so that's pretty good.
When President Reagan was here, he talked about putting the bear into hibernation, letting the bull run free.
Yeah.
Sound like a good motto?
Sounds perfect. I can't do any better than that. That's what we're going to do.
All right. Now, I know we've got some other people here, but I don't see Elon Musk. I was hoping, because he's been a good, let's say, a good aid to you on a lot of different things, whether it be crypto or whether it be GLP-1 drugs. I mean, there's a lot of different ideas.
Well, he's got a lot of ideas. He's a great guy. He's a really good guy, too. And I guess his stock has done pretty well. Everybody's stock has done well since the election and even before. And Scott Bessent's done a fantastic job. And one of the things I liked about Scott is that he said long before I even know who he was that the market's only doing well. This is before the election. It's only doing well because they think Trump is going to win. So we made Scott the Treasury Secretary, which everybody frankly wanted, and he's going to do a fantastic job.
Meantime, how about a crypto? Really, we do need, I think, to some.
I think Elon Musk is a busy guy. It's totally normal that he's not here. He runs many different companies, and he's also a father of so many children he has to take care of. So that makes sense. That he's not everywhere where Donald Trump is.
You're embracing crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic Petroleum Reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, and not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that. It's unbelievable when you think that we need more than twice what we already have. If you think that's pretty for a specific industry, but we'll be able to do it. We have Lee Zeldin in charge of the environment. He's going to be giving us very strong approvals, I think, and he's going to make sure everything's good and clean and proper, but he's going to give us very fast approvals.
Natural gas makes it so that we should be able to afford it and be able to handle the 5%.
That's actually very, very huge. Bringing the cost of electricity down is so important for the economy, for growth, for the GDP, to reduce debt, to create jobs, to let businesses run without any more cost, and for the average American to afford electricity once again. It's gonna be a great enabler for technology progress if we can produce more and more electricity cheaply and bring the cost down. But also don't do it at the cost of the environment. That would be great as well.
Per your grid, right. But obviously you think that we need to be able to be the king of AI, which means that we also have to, some people would say, protect Taiwan, because right. China would like very much to be able to have that technology.
Well, we're going to be having a lot of talks with China. We have a good relationship with China. I have a surprising relationship. Now, when the COVID came in, I sort of cut it off. That was a step too far. That was, as they say, a bridge too far. But we've been talking and discussing with President Xi some things and other world leaders, and I think we're going to do very well all around. And we've been abused as a country. We've been badly abused from an economic standpoint, I think, and even militarily. You know, we put up all the money, they put up nothing, and then they abuse us on the economy. And we just can't let that happen. We're not going to be abused anymore. We put America first, but we're also going to help other countries.
I know you've got a ton of.
That's good. That sounds good. Putting America first and helping other countries. That's what you want to do. You don't want to only care about yourself. You want to take care of yourself first, always, so that you can help others after that.
Things to do, but what can you say to the working person who owns stocks? Should they buy more stock?
Well, I don't want to get into a situation where they do and we have a dip or something, because that can always happen. You know that better than anybody in the world, probably. I think you're the leading authority in going up and going down, but you always end up. He always ends up. That's the good news. But we have, like, Doug Burgum standing right over here, has done a fantastic job. He's been on your show many times, and we have just tremendous people. I would say this, I think long term, this is going to be a country like no other. We had the 3 best years ever until COVID came in, and then we did a good job getting rid of it. The stock market, if you look at the markets, were higher than just previous to COVID coming in when we handed it over. And now we know, I know the people, I know the players. When I came in, it was very interesting, Jim. I came in and I was not a Washington guy. I didn't know too many people in Washington. I had to rely. Now do I know people? I know people so much, they're coming out of my ears.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do much, much better now in his second term. I think now he has the experience, he knows people, like he says, and he's a great relationship guy. That's probably the best quality of Donald Trump, is being a people person. He knows people, he loves people, he surrounds himself with great people, he knows how to build great relationship. And he's gonna probably do much better in his second term than his first term. We will see what happens, and we will cover it all on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video with me today, guys. Thank you for watching and staying with me to the end. I really appreciate you being there. Click right there to watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye for now.